Hi, my name is Dr. Pecoraro. I'm a chiropractor in Scotch Plains, New Jersey. And this video is about the meditations on the glorious mysteries of Jesus' life. Now, in the Catholic Church, we meditate on these mysteries usually on Wednesdays and Sundays. You can meditate on them anytime. There's 5 of them. And the first one, when you're meditating on these mysteries, I want to remind you that what you're supposed to do is think about them, put yourself in the place while it's happening in your head, and see what it'd be like to talk the talk, to listen, to smell the smells, see what you would feel like in the place of one of the people in the mystery. And you can do these mysteries every week and put yourself in a different person's place or think of different things. Just think of the same things. It doesn't really matter. So anyway, the first glorious mystery is the resurrection of Jesus. And this is when Jesus rises from the dead. And the tomb is empty. You might want to picture Mary Magdalene going to the tomb and speaking to Jesus afterwards, or after he rose. You might want to picture yourself seeing or being in the place of the women that went to the tomb and looked in and didn't see anything. They saw the angels sitting on the rock, or the soldiers, or St. Peter and St. John when they went to the tomb and looked in and didn't see anything. So all these things are part of the resurrection. Now the second mystery is the ascension. The ascension is different from the resurrection, is that the ascension takes place 40 days after the resurrection. The ascension is when Jesus ascends into heaven. A cloud comes down and it brings him up, and his glorified body goes up into heaven, and his apostles are looking up at him, and all of a sudden there's 2 angels standing in their sights in white, and they say, what are you in awe about? The same Jesus is going to come back on the last day, the same way that he's leaving now. So this is the ascension. This is the second glorious mystery. Third glorious mystery we have is the descent of the Holy Spirit on the apostles. If you remember, this is when the Holy Spirit descends upon the apostles in the upper room. It's after Jesus ascends, and he says he's going to send the Holy Spirit to them, and they're in the upper room. They stay there for 9 days praying, and then the Holy Spirit descends upon them. And you might want to think about why the Holy Spirit is coming, and why Jesus says that he has to leave so the Holy Spirit can come, or what it's like for the apostles to be one of the apostles when this happens, or what it's like to be one of the people that they preach to afterwards, because they get very bold and went out and preached and brought like 5,000 people to God after this. So that's the third glorious mystery, the descent of the Holy Spirit on the apostles. Now the last 2 glorious mysteries, if you're Protestant, you may not want to meditate on these, but you really should, because they're in the Bible. Well, sort of in the Bible. The first is the fourth glorious mystery that the Catholics meditate on, is when Jesus assumes Mary's body and soul into heaven. And this is more or less to show that this is what's going to happen to us when we die at the end of the end of the world. Our bodies and souls are going to go into heaven too. So we believe that because she was without original sin, so that she could be the tabernacle that held Jesus, that she wasn't going to rot away. Her body wasn't going to rot away. So Jesus assumed her into heaven, and that's the 4th glorious mystery if you want to meditate on it. The 5th glorious mystery, if you want to meditate on it, is the crowning of Jesus' mother Mary as Queen Mother of heaven and earth. She's the Queen Mother, not the bride of Jesus, but his mother. And this is similar to what the Israelites had, always queen mothers. Solomon's mother was the Queen Mother, and they usually act as go-betweens between the people and the king. So we believe that Mary was the Queen Mother of Jesus the King, and that she's kind of a go-between between us and him. So the crowning of Mary as the Queen Mother, this is the 5th glorious mystery. So Remember, take these mysteries, think about them, meditate on them, put yourself in the place, smell the smells, feel what the people would feel, and it'll bring you closer to God because you'll be thinking about it more and more. So I hope this information has been helpful to you, and I'll try to bring you more information at another time. Thanks.